And welcome everyone, a very pleasant good evening here live from Conisty Field here in Greenville, South Carolina. Here in the home stretch of the season for Brevard College, the Tornadoes taking on the Bob Jones Brewers tonight. Tornadoes sitting at 20-15, Bob Jones sitting at 15, Bob Jones sitting at 3-25. Tornadoes seeking victory number 21 before heading into a pivotal clash this weekend against Greensboro College. A very big conference clash. Tornadoes bumped down to 4th in the conference after falling in a sweep to William Peace the Sunday and yesterday afternoon. A 3-game sweep at the hands of William Peace, and all of a sudden the Tornadoes 10-8 in conference. Obviously this is not a conference matchup, but one that you do want to get to give you some momentum before you head into the middle of the week and before you take on Greensboro at home this weekend. And for the Tornadoes taking on the Bruins, we will have both the lineups here. We'll start it off with Bob Jones. Leading things off for Bob Jones, playing center field, number 5, Riley Ramsey, followed by number 7, Cam Lance, and then number 9, Conley Burke. In the cleanup spot, number 28, Pablo Austin. Right behind him, number 12, Daniel Barina, and then in the 6th hole, number 26, Gabe Swarms. In the bottom 3, number 19, Cody Kirkpatrick. In the 8-hole, number 1, Chad Bain. And then batting 9th, number 2, playing left field, Zay Brandt. On the hill for Bob Jones will be Henry Wallach. Wallach, 10 appearances, 6 starts, 0-4 with an ERA just over 12. And the Tornadoes going to look to jump on him early. For the Tornadoes, the way they line up, things will be started off by number 22, Jock Pledger, here in just a few minutes. After him, number 9, Logan Sawyer. And then in the 3-hole, number 41, the catcher, Kenny Pridmore, who's batting a little bit over 260 this season, has a home run on the year we saw a few weeks back in another non-conference matchup. In the cleanup spot, number 99, Riley Hokrine, followed up by number 39, Colson Miller. And then in the 6th hole, the veteran, number 12, Peter Fomero. In the 7th spot, playing third base, number 30, Hayden Jennings, followed up by number 10, Taylor Mattern. And then in the 9 hole, it'll be number 8, playing second base, Davis Bryson. On the mound for the Tornadoes will be Andy Farringer. 2 appearances for him. Did record a strikeout in those 2 appearances. Limited action for Andy, and he will get the start here today against the Bob Jones Bruins. Just about 5 minutes away here from first pitch. We will step aside and be back here in just a moment for some good old Tornado baseball. Only a few games left here in the 2023 campaign before we get into postseason action. NATO's looking to go far and trying to add on victory number 21 here this evening in Greenville, South Carolina, on the road. A road radio broadcast here for us. I am Brady Penn. I will be bringing you all the action here tonight via audio. Unlike our normal video stream, we traveled with the team today. We are on the road and giving a radio call. Back here in just a moment for first pitch. Tornadoes and Bruins here in just a moment. Back here live at Conisty Field. Tornadoes and Bruins coming up here in just a moment. We just had starting lineups announced as well as the playing of the national anthem. And now it'll be the Tornado Bats getting ready to go here against the starter for Bob Jones, Henry Wallach. Wallach winless on the year, 0-4, 10 appearances, 6 starts for Henry, an ERA just over 12. And the Tornadoes led off by Jock Pledger, going to look to get to him early on here in this one. Tornado number 21 on the season will not count towards the conference record, of course. Bob Jones, not a USA South foe. And Wallach completing his warm-up tosses, and we will take a look at the Bob Jones defense. Battery mates with Wallach is Cody Kirkpatrick from left to right across the infield. Gabe Swarms, Chad Bain at short, Cam Lance, and then Conley Burke. And across the outfield, Zay Brandt in left, Riley Ramsey in center, and Pablo Wallach will be Jock Pledger, Logan Sawyer, and Kenny Pridmore, the backstop for the Tornadoes. Just about ready to go here. Wallach getting a few more tosses in here. Wallach a righty. And now the catcher Kirkpatrick goes down to second. And we are just about ready to get things started off here at Conisty Field. Former minor league stadium of the Braves, former minor league affiliate for the Atlanta Braves here in Greenville. Now the home. The 2-0 here from Wallach is in there for strike one. Jock, a dual sport athlete at Brevard College, a defensive back on the football team doing double duty with the baseball team. He swings and misses there on the 2-1, and the count even 2 apiece here on the first batter for Henry Wallach. 2-2 offering here from Wallach, and Pledger waves and misses. It's in the dirt. The catcher Kirkpatrick goes on to first. It's out of the reach of the first baseman Conley Burke, and Jock Pledger will be aboard, and now they're going to call Jock Pledger out. Some sort of discrepancy there. The home plate umpire pointing and yelling something, and Jock Pledger, just like that, is retired. He had swung and missed at the pitch. It was in the dirt. Made his way over to first. The bad throw allowed him to stay there, but it turns out for retired. Taking ball one there is Logan Sawyer, taking his first hacks here of the evening. Sawyer batting 125, taking ball 2 there. Second Tornado batter in 2 tries to go up 2-0. Although Pledger was eventually fanned. 2 balls and no strikes. Wallach comes home. That one low, missing 3 balls, no strikes, and we'll see if Sawyer has a green light here. The 3-0 in there for strike one. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top of the first. Tornadoes and Bruins here at Conisty Field. Wallach comes quickly with the 3-1 swing and a miss there from Sawyer, and Wallach has worked it back full. Sawyer playing shortstop for the Tornadoes today. Now the payoff pitch from Wallach is ripped over the head of the shortstop, maybe off the glove of Chad Bain there. And it'll be a single for Logan Sawyer, the first base hit of the ball game for the Tornadoes with 1 away. So that'll bring up Kenny Pridmore. Kenny hitting just over 260, 263 average, a home run. He scored 3 runs. Sawyer getting his lead over there at first. First pitch here to Kenny is swung on and sent down the third base line foul. For Pridmore, part of a collection of backstops for the Tornadoes this season. We've seen Brett Burchett, Kenny Pridmore. We've seen Hayden Jennings, who's playing third in this ball game. We've seen Tristan Robinson. The 0-1 grounded left side. That one is brought on by the third baseman to second for 1. They will not try for the double play. So 2 away. They get the lead runner, Sawyer. It'll be a fielder's choice there. Gabe Swarms was the one to grab that. Ranging to his left, and now with 2 away and a man on first, it'll be Riley Hokrine. Wallach goes back over to first. Kenny back in there. Riley, sporting the number 99, takes strike one on the inside corner. Wallach comes set, now the 0-1. In there for strike two, and now ahead of Hochrein. Riley, 3 RBIs on the season, OBP just under 390, but now in an 0-2 hole here in the top of the first. The 0-2 to Hochrein, lifted in the air. That one will come back towards us, and Hochrein will stay alive. Kenny Pridmore on first, 2 away here in the top of the first. 0-2 count to Riley Hochrein. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Strike three, the second strikeout here in the first for Wallach, and that'll do it for the Tornadoes, their first time up. We head to the bottom of the first, scoreless here. Bob Jones against Brevard, back here in just back here for the bottom of the first here at Conisty Field. Scoreless. Bob Jones against Brevard here, and it'll be Andy Farringer on the mound for the Tornadoes. 2 appearances for Andy on the season, recorded a K in the midst of those 2 appearances, and now getting his first start of the campaign late in the year. As a matter of fact, the final non-conference game for the Nados. Farringer completing his warm-up tosses. Kenny Pridmore will be his backstop. And the first 3 that Andy will face will be Riley Ramsey, Cam Lance, and Conley Burke here in the bottom of the first. And it'll be started off by Ramsey, the center fielder for Bob Jones. From left to right across the infield, Jennings, Logan Sawyer, Davis Bryson, and Colson Miller have the outfield here in just a moment. First pitch from Andy, misses for ball 1. So Farringer starts his day off outside the zone. Here Ramsey, the center fielder for the Bruins. The 1-0 here from Andy is fouled to even the count up. Farringer sort of turns his body a little bit when he starts. Doesn't have a true wind-up, kind of comes from the set position with his body turned a little bit towards center field. More towards third base, rather. The 1-1 waved at and missed there from Ramsey, strike 2. Tornadoes got a hit in the top of the first, but could not get anything going. Didn't get anyone in scoring position. Stranded a runner at first, and we're scoreless here in the bottom of the first. First batter, Riley Ramsey. The 1-2 to him is chopped foul over towards the Tornado dugout and into the Tornado dugout, and Ramsey will stay alive here in a 1-2 count. Righty-righty matchup here to start this one. Tornadoes donning the all-black uniforms with the gray caps. Bob Jones in the gold and navy tops, white pants. The 1-2 misses low and inside for ball 2 from Farringer. Tornadoes letting some guys get some work here today in this non-conference matchup that we haven't seen quite as much this season, including Farringer, who comes set. Now the 2-2. Waved at and missed. First K of the afternoon for Andy Farringer. One away here in the bottom of inning number 1. And that'll bring up Cam Lance. Lance, the second baseman for the Bruins.
The second baseman, Cam Lance.
Lance, another righty, stepping in here against Andy Farringer. Nobody on, one away here in the bottom of the first. First pitch from Andy. Gets the outside corner for strike 1. Farringer working quickly here. The 0-1. Sent over to short. Sawyer's got it on a hop. Throw on to first is picked by Miller. Nice pick there by Colson Miller for out number 2. And that'll bring up Conley Burke with 2 away here in the bottom of the first and nobody on.
Next batter,
Conley Burke, the first baseman
Conley Burke
for the Bruins. And Andy Farringer trying to go 1-2-3 here in his first inning of work. First pitch here misses outside for ball 1. Ball and no strikes here to Conley Burke. And that one misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Andy coming set quick. Conley Burke. Two balls and a strike. Here to the Bob Jones first baseman. 2-1. Misses inside. 3 balls and a strike. Andy trying to stick around here and finish off this first inning. 3 balls and a strike. Nobody on, 2 outs, and the pitch. Misses for ball 4, and it's a 2-out walk. So a runner on first now with 2 away for Pablo Austin. Austin playing right field.
28, the right fielder, Pablo Austin.
Austin stepping in now with 2 away and a runner on first. Trying to get an extra base hit here and played the first run of the ball game and waving and missing there at the first offering from Farringer. No balls and a strike. Here to Austin. 0-1 delivery from Farringer is sent back foul, and Pablo Austin quickly in danger of sending us to the second inning in an 0-2 hole. Farringer staying in the zone for the most part, save for that 2-out walk a moment ago to Conley Burke. 0-2 offering. Misses low and inside, a ball and 2 strikes now, maybe a chase pitch there from Andy. Farringer, a freshman, his first year on the scene for the Tornadoes, making his 3rd appearance in his first start. He's ahead 1-2 here on the cleanup hitter Austin. Here he comes to the plate. That one sent back foul. Will do it again. On deck, it'll be Daniel Barina if Austin can get aboard. But right now, in a 1-2 hole, Farringer trying to finish him off here in the home half of the first here at Conisty Field. 1-2 delivery here from Farringer. Misses outside, and we're evened up at 2. Conley Burke going to be going on contact here with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Farringer comes set. Now the pitch is lifted. Foul once again. And look out below. Coming towards some fans over here in the upper section of the bowl. Back behind home plate. The fan that it came near, I'm not sure she was ready for it. And now another 2-2 from Andy. Just misses. And the count run full once again. Andy got a quick first 2 outs and now having to work hard for that 3rd one here in the bottom of the first. Another payoff pitch coming here from Farringer. Here it is. Runner goes. This one lifted in the air, right center field, coming on, and it'll drop between the two Tornado fielders. That one will be thrown in to Hayden Jennings, and now two in scoring position with 2 outs for Bob Jones. Pablo Austin rolled that one, a single getting to second on the throw there for Austin, and all of a sudden a walk and a single have 2 in scoring position early on here for the Bruins. Daniel Barina trying to plate a couple of runs here with 2 away in the bottom of the first. First pitch from Farringer on the outside corner for strike 1. First hit of the night for Bob Jones. Both teams with a knock apiece so far here in inning number 1. The lefty Barina swings and misses at the 0-1 offering, and now Farringer ahead once again. 0-2. Got ahead quickly on Austin, but Austin with a good battle and able to work a knock. That one was a bloop in between Davis Bryson and Taylor Mattern. Bryson tried to make the over-the-shoulder grab and could not. And now the 0-2 offering coming here from Farringer. Sent over to short. Sawyer's got it on a hop. Another throw on to first is in time to Miller. And Farringer gets out of the inning unscathed. The walk and a hit, but the Bruins leave 2 aboard, and we head to the second. Scoreless here at Coniston Field. Tornado baseball back in just a moment. Back here for top of the second, it'll be Colson Miller to start things off. The first baseman for the Tornadoes here against Henry Wallach. And he takes ball 1 low to start off inning number 2. One-0 here to Miller. The right-handed batter is lifted in the air. Right field. Coming up under it is Austin, and he will have it for out number 1. Miller retired quickly there, flying out on a 1-0 count. And it'll bring up Peter Famero. Peter, a Tornado veteran, batting .207 this season, 8 RBIs and 3 stolen bases for Peter. 35 career hits for the Tornadoes, and he takes strike 1 there as he steps into the box looking for number 36. Wallach working quickly. The wind, the pitch, swung on and missed. Big hack there from Famero, not able to connect, and now in an 0-2 hole, and Wallach already set as Famero walks into the box. Wallach, the pitch. Lifted high in the air on the infield, coming in, and now making the grab will be Conley Burke for a quick out number. Making some quick work of the Tornadoes here in inning number 2. And Tornadoes' hopes in the second inning will rest on the shoulders of Hayden Jennings stepping into the box here. Hayden batting $125 on the year, 2 RBIs for him. And he'll take strike 1. It clips the outside corner there. Jennings, a utility guy, takes the ball outside. We've seen Hayden play third base and catcher. Third base here in this one this evening. 1-1 offering here to Hayden is sent back foul. And now Wallach a strike away from sending it to the bottom of the second. Tornadoes have one hit so far in their first 6 batters. Looking to make it 2 in their first 7, but in a 1-2 hole here. The pitch from Wallach just misses for ball 2 there. Did not share that sentiment. And now a 2-2. Nearly hits Jennings, and the count runs full. Tornadoes trying to get a runner on here in the top of the second. And now the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And we will head to the bottom of Don't Strand Anybody. We head to the bottom of the second. Scoreless here at Conisty Field. Back here in just a moment. Back here for the bottom of the second. Tornadoes not able to plate any runs across in their first 2 tries, and now try number 2 for Bob Jones to get something going here, and it'll be started off by number 26, Gabe Swarms. He'll greet Andy Farringer back out for his second inning of work. In his first, he got a strikeout, walked a batter, gave up a base hit, and then a couple of groundouts. No score as we begin the bottom of the second. First pitch here to Swarms. Just misses the inside part of the plate, ball 1. The righty comes with a 1-0. That one fouled into Kenny Pridmore for strike 1. Both teams with a base hit apiece so far. For the Bruins starter, Henry Wallach, already 3 Ks for him in his first 2 innings of work. Farringer comes set. Now the 1-1 is sent over to third. Jennings has got it. Throw across the diamond to Miller is in time. Plenty of time there for out number 1. And a good start to the second inning for Andy Farringer. That'll bring up Cody Kirkpatrick, the Bruins backstop, here in this one. With 1 away. Nobody on here in the bottom of the second. First pitch from Farringer is chopped and sent back foul. Once again, the Tornadoes not employing a lot of the normal starters here in this one, giving some guys that we haven't quite seen as much a look here this evening in Greenville, including Farringer, who comes with the 0-1. Breaking ball just misses there for ball 1. 1 away here, nobody on. Bottom of the second here at Conisty Field, and a scoreless affair so far. 1-1 here from Farringer. Nearly hits Kirkpatrick, ball 2. Farringer, but has been fairly good at staying in the zone so far. A couple of foot taps to the left. Now the 2-1 is sent over to short. Sawyer has got it again, and he boots it. Sawyer dropped to a knee to grab that one. Was about to come up and make the throw, and didn't find that one in his glove. So it'll be an error for the Tornadoes.
Next batter,
And now a runner aboard with one away.
Chad Bain.
It'll be an E6 on Sawyer, the shortstop, and it'll bring up Chad Bain. Bain, the shortstop for the Bruins. And Farringer will throw one over to first, try and keep Kirkpatrick honest over there. A lot of right-handed batters here for the Bruins. Bain is one of them. And swing and a miss there from Bain on the first pitch of the at-bat. Big hack there. Not able to connect. Farringer takes a look back over at Kirkpatrick at first. Now comes set. Kicks and fires. And that one on the inside corner for strike two. It looked kind of close to Bain, but at the umpire's discretion, it is strike two. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, 1 on. Base line, getting to that one quickly is Famero, and the runner Kirkpatrick will hold at second base. So first and second now with the 1 away. After the single from Bain. And now here's Zay Brandt, the left fielder for the Bruins. Runners on first and second with 1 away. Farringer finds himself in another jam early on here against the right-hander Brandt. See if his defense can help him out. First pitch misses for a ball there. Farringer could use a ground ball here. The number 9 hole hitter Brandt. The 1-0 is sent on the ground. That one is foul. Almost the exact same hit as Chad Bain had just a moment ago down the third base line. Jennings not quite able to range over to it, but it does end up reaching foul ground before passing the third base bag. And the count even at 1 apiece. Second hit just a moment ago for the Bruins. Now the 1-1 from Andy. Can't clip the outside corner, 2-1. This Bruins lineup working hard here early on and keeping Farringer on his both innings. 2-1 is sent on the ground. Sawyer's got it. He can't handle it once again. It does go over to second for one, to first for another, off the ricochet. Davis Bryson, Johnny on the spot there, is able to grab the would-be error from Sawyer, step on the second base bag, and get it to first in time to turn 2. We head to the top of the third. A great double play there from Davis Bryson. Back here in just a moment from Conisty Field, still scoreless as we head to the third.
Sorry, Taylor.
Back here for the top of the third, it'll be Taylor Mattern to lead things off for the Tornadoes after the great double play unassisted from Davis Bryson. First pitch from Wallach swung on and missed there. 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Tornadoes here in the top of the third of a scoreless game. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 2, and Wallach quickly ahead of Mattern. Wallach 3 strikeouts already, his first 2 innings of work. And now an 0-2 offering is sent back foul. Mattern stays alive, and for those that missed it just a moment ago, runners on first and second, and Logan Sawyer nearly making his second error of the inning. It ricocheted right off his glove to Davis Bryson, who stepped on the bag for one and then went to first for another as Taylor Mattern waves and misses at a breaking ball there from Wallach, his 4th strikeout, and that is how the third inning will begin. Second straight strikeout for Wallach, and it'll bring up Davis Bryson, who just made that phenomenal play in the field.
Number 8, second baseman, Davis Bryson.
Davis batting .211 on the year, 3 RBIs, a couple of runs scored. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a ball outside. Bryson does not get a ton of action or a lot of starts, but is very good in the field. Very crafty, toolsy player. Takes strike 1 there on the outside corner from Wallach. And the 1-1 here. Misses outside, 2-1. Hitters count here for Davis. Jock Pledger on deck. Struck out his first time up. 2-1. Is sent back up the middle, a base hit. Davis Bryson with his the Tornado's second base hit. His first here of the afternoon. And a 1-out single for Davis Bryson. Both teams with a pair of hits now. And with 1 away and a runner on first, here's Jock Pledger. Jock struck out his first time up. Looking for his second base hit of the season. Playing center field today. Takes outside for ball 1. Wallach had a 1-2-3 second inning. Did allow a runner in the first off the Logan Sawyer single, and now has a runner again on base in the top of the third. That one misses inside. 2-0 here to Jock. And for those of you that watch the Tornado Live video streams, it seems we always find a way to mention Jock in those streams. More on that in a moment. 2-0 here from Wallach. Gets the outside part of the plate for strike 1, and Jock in a 2-1 count. Yeah, even when Jock's not playing, it seems we always find a way to mention him. A dual sport athlete, recently received the David and Lynn Joyce Award at the BESPYs. Going back over to first there is Wallach. Davis back in there with a dive, and Jock Pledger, just a very accomplished student athlete here at Brevard College. And now in a 2-1 count. On the inside corner for strike 2. The umpire might have thought that was strike 3. Began his strike 3 motion. Instead, it's only number 2. Wallach wishes it was 3 and is going to try and get 3 here. Count even at 2 apiece. Now center field, that one's going to drop. Bryson, center field, that one's going to drop. Bryson digging around second, he will hold. And now the throw in from the center fielder, Ramsey, will make it first and second with 1 away. Jock Pledger, his second base knock of the season, a rip in right center field. Back-to-back singles for the Tornadoes, and here's another guy that has a single on the afternoon, Logan Sawyer, or the evening rather. He can get another one here. It might plate the first run of the ball game. First pitch from Wallach drops in there for strike 1. 1 away, 2 on here for the Tornadoes. Third base hit for Brevard there, coming off the bat of Pledger. Wallach taking a look over at second, now comes to the plate, misses high and out for ball 1. Wallach coming set. Now the 1-1 to the Tornado shortstop is sent foul. Straight back. And now 1-2. One away, 2 on here for the Tornadoes in the top of the third. best opportunity they've had to this point. 1-2 from Wallach. Bryson goes. That one ripped foul down the third base line. Bryson got a good jump. If that had stayed fair and creeped past Gabe Swarms, that would have been the first tornado run. Instead, Bryson heads back over to second, and we'll have another 1-2 here to Logan Sawyer. The righty, Wallach, comes set, takes a look back over at second. Now the pitch. Off the bat of Sawyer, off the knob. It'll be another 1-2 pitch coming here in just a moment. Would have been a ball to even the count at 2 apiece. Instead, it finds the knob of Sawyer's bat. And another 1-2 offering coming here in just a moment from Wallach. Here it is. Bryson goes again. Outside, throw down to third is maybe in time. Instead, it'll careen off the glove of Swarms, and as a result, Pledger will scurry into second base. So now 2 in scoring position for the Tornadoes. Balls and 2 strikes here to Sawyer. Bryson might have got caught there with a good throw from Kirkpatrick. Instead, he's in there safely. A 2-2. Sent back foul, and a good battle here from Logan Sawyer. Bryson 90 feet away, Pledger right behind him at second. Wallach trying to put away Logan Sawyer. It's been a tough task to this point in the AB. Sawyer, a single his first trip up, and if he can do that again here, it'll be 2-0 Tornadoes with 1 out in the top of the third. The pitch. Low and outside, and Sawyer has worked it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to the Tornado shortstop, trying to atone for his error last inning. Nearly had 2, but Bryson bailed him out. And now a payoff pitch from Wallach is chopped left side, foul over towards associate head coach Rob Julian, the third base coach here in this one. And Sawyer putting up a heck of an at-bat here. Wallach comes set, and another payoff pitch. Just misses ball 4. Bases loaded here for the Tornadoes. And it'll be Kenny Pridmore. Pridmore in the 3 spot after back-to-back singles and a walk. Will have a chance to do some damage here with only 1 out against Wallach. The only thing that you can't have here is a ground ball, or at least a double play ground ball. This one sent back foul on the first pitch, strike 1. Pridmore grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up, back in inning number 1. And now the 0-1. Misses low and out for ball 1. Count even 1 apiece. 1's across the board. A ball, a strike, and 1 away here with the bags juiced for the Tornadoes. 1-1 offering. Sent foul over toward the Tornado, ducking his defensive work in for the day. Now Pridmore on a 1-2 hole. Home plate umpire getting a few extra baseballs from the Bob Jones dugout. And Wallach, who had a lot of success early on, has run into some trouble here in the top of the third frame. The 1-2 is sent in the air, left field. That one is going to drop. Bryson will 2-0 Tornadoes. Bryson and Pledger both coming across, and it's an RBI single for Kenny Pridmore. So it'll be first and second with still only 1 away for Wallach, and now in a 2-0 hole.
Now batting, number 99, designated hitter.
Here's Riley Hokrine. Hokrine struck out his first time up. Takes ball 1 outside to begin this AB. Still only 1 away. Instead, an errant throw. Now pitch to Hokrine. Sent back foul, 1-1. Tornadoes 4 hits so far in this one. 3 of them coming in this inning. Off the bats of Bryson, Pledger, and Pridmore just a moment ago. 1-1 here to Hokrine. Drops in there for strike 2. Hokrine in a 1-2 hole, got to protect here. Struck out his first time up, trying to avoid a second. And a throw back over to first. Pridmore in there safely. Another 1-2. Cuts the outside corner for strike 3. And a big out number 2 there for Henry Wallach. Hokrine down for the second time this evening on strikes. And the 5th strikeout for Wallach. We'll bring up Colson Miller.
Now batting number 39, Colson Miller.
Miller, the first baseman, flew out his first time up. And he sends this one in the air as well. Coming on, Pablo Austin, and that one is going to drop in foul ground. Austin was running as hard as he could to go get that one in the deep foul ground on the right side. But instead, that one falls to the grass, and a deep strike 1 for Colson Miller here. Pridmore on first, Logan Sawyer on third. Sawyer, the one who ripped the RBI single. Now another check on Pridmore at first by Wallach. And the home plate umpire calling time. Now resumes play. The 0-1 misses high for ball 1. Coach Mike Victory screaming out some numbers, some signs down there from the dugout. 1-1. Runner going. Pridmore, throw down to second is going to nail him. Pridmore retired at second. They sent him. He couldn't get it. Kirkpatrick able to hose him down there at second. But the NATOs do get a pair of runs. We head to the bottom of the third. A Logan Sawyer RBI single has us at 2-0 NATOs. Heading to the bottom of the third. Andy Farringer back out there in just a moment. Here for the bottom of the third at Conisty Field. It'll be easy to lead things off here against Andy Farringer, who's now working with a 2-0 lead.
Leading off for the Bruins, top of the third, number 5.
Farringer's allowed 2 hits in his first 2 innings. Has also seen his defense concede an error. Logan Sawyer was the one to make that error in the second inning. Now he's off to work here in the third. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Ramsey, the Bruins center fielder. 0-1 from Farringer. Misses there low and inside. Ramsey thought about it, but ultimately takes for ball 1, count evened up. The 1-1 from Andy is swung on and drilled directly back to the third. 3 base hits and a walk, plating 2 runs, both coming from the RBI single off the bat of Logan Sawyer. And the 1-2 from Farringer is going to skip in the dirt, nearly clip the foot of Ramsey. Instead, it'll just be a ball, and the count evened up 2 apiece. Farringer misses outside, full count. Ramsey struck out his first time up, and Farringer trying to replicate that here in the bottom of the third. Payoff pitch, swung on, fouled back, will do it again. Another payoff pitch. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming here. And here it is. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Ramsey fanned for the second time in this one. Second strikeout for Andy Farringer. And there's 1 away here in the bottom of the third.
Next batter for the Bruins, number 7, second baseman, Cam.
That'll bring up Cam Lance, grounded out to short his first time up. First pitch to Lance. He's way out in front of that one, swinging and missing for strike 1. Conley Burke on deck, number 3 hitter for the Bruins. 0-1 drops in low for ball 1. And for the Tornadoes, as we said, giving some guys we haven't seen as much some reps today. Wonder if we'll see anybody new check in later on. 1-1 is ripped into the left side gap past a diving Sawyer for a 1-out single. Lance has got his first hit of the evening. And there's a runner on with 1 away here for Conley Burke.
Next batter for the Bruins, number 9, first baseman, Conley
Third
Burke.
hit of the contest for the Bruins. Still no runs to show for it at this point. Burke going to try and do his part in changing that. Throw back over. 0-1 here to Conley Burke. And for those of you who just missed, we've had a couple of stream errors in this one. One more on what just happened in just a moment. This one hit over to second. Bryson's got it. And there's out number 3 over to Miller. A quick inning for Andy Farringer. Gave up the runner, but then was able to get him with a nice pickoff there. Logan Sawyer applying the tag for out number 2. And then a quick ground out right after from Conley Burke. We head to the top of the 4th. Nobody left on. No runs scored for the Bruins. NATOs lead it 2-0. Back here in just a moment. Colson Miller to get us started here in the top of the 4th. Miller was up to the bat in the top of the 3rd, but saw Kenny Pridmore thrown out at second for out number 3 to cut his at-bat short, so he'll get back in there with a fresh count. First pitch from Wallach is lifted in the air once again, and Miller clearly trying to get the baseball up in the air and elevate it. So far does not have a hit to show for it. In an 0-1 hole here. Wallach comes home, and taking strike 2 there is Colson Miller, the first baseman for the Tornadoes. Miller flew out to right his first time up. Now the 0-2 in the dirt for ball 1. Ball first baseman Peter Famero on deck. The offering here from Wallach is sent back, lightly tapped foul, and we'll do it again. Miller trying to get something going. Natos with a 2-run lead here in the top of the 4th. Miller takes. Good take there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was a close pitch. Not in the zone according to the home plate umpire. And now quickly the 2-2. Misses inside, ball 3, and Wallach might feel like he's getting squeezed a little bit. A couple of pitches that could have been called there, but were not, and as a result the count full. Wallach comes with a payoff pitch. Swung on and tapped in and out of the mitt of Kirkpatrick, so Miller will stay alive. Just got a piece of it, and Kirkpatrick not able to hang on. So the 7th pitch of the AB coming up here for Miller. Here it is. Ripped into left field. That one will drop. A leadoff single for Colson Miller. So the leadoff runner aboard for the first time in this ball game for the Tornadoes. And it'll bring up Peter Famero. Popped out his first time. First pitch to Peter. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 1.
Number 12, Peter Famero, left fielder.
Peter playing left field for the Tornadoes in this one. Searching for his 36th career base hit with the Tornadoes. 0-1 misses outside, ball 1. Fifth hit a moment ago for the Tornadoes. As Famero pops another one up on the left side of the infield, making the catch there is the third baseman Gabe Swarms for out number 1. Second pop out of the ball game for Peter. There's one away. Famero not happy on that one, and it'll bring up Hayden Jennings.
Next batter, number 30, Hayden Jennings, third base.
Hayden struck out his first time up, looking for some better luck here against Wallach the second time around. That one is off his bat. Did not swing, did not mean to swing, was kind of checking his swing, and that one getting a piece of the lower part of the barrel for strike 1. Second time we've seen that already for the Tornadoes. Saw one go off the knob of Sawyer's bat last inning. 0-1 clips the inside part of the plate, much to the dismay of Jennings for strike 2. Taylor Mattern on deck. Miller still over at first, not really a threat to run. And the 0-2 to Jennings is lifted. Center field, can of corn there for Ramsey. And Miller will trot back over to first. 2 away now. And the Tornadoes in danger of stranding the leadoff runner. Leadoff base hit. Runner at first, rather.
Now batting number 10.
So here's Taylor Mattern. Taylor struck out his first time up. First pitch to him is driven back foul. Wallach is attacking the strike zone. Only one walk so far as Mattern, and then called that strike 2. And apologies earlier, stated that the RBI single was off the bat of Logan Sawyer. Sawyer was actually the one that drew the walk. Kenny Pridmore had the RBI. Now the 0-2 to Mattern nearly hits him. It'll get away from the catcher Kirkpatrick, but Miller not going anywhere. Wallach still ahead 1-2 here. Tornadoes 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error. Bob Jones, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Trying to get the bats back up here in the top of the 4th. The 1-2 to Mattern misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Taylor. The 8-hole hitter for the Tornadoes in this one. Davis Bryson on deck if it gets to him. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Mattern down on strikes for the second time and gives a bit of a stare to the home plate umpire, and now a bit of a discussion. Mattern does not seem happy. I think it might be because of that late strike 2 call. But now he retires to the dugout. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Tornadoes leading it 2-0. Back here in just a moment. New pitcher here in the bottom of the 4th for the Tornadoes. Andy Farringer will be relieved by Bowden Witcher, and a bit of a change here. A lefty on the mound. Farringer was a righty. Farringer's final line: 3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Bowden Witcher can do. Bowden, similar to me, out of Loganville, Georgia, from Loganville High School, and he'll face Pablo Austin to start things off here in the 4th. Austin swinging and missing there at the first pitch. Bob Jones in those golden Navy uniforms, sort of Milwaukee Brewers-esque, at least the old Milwaukee Brewers. The 0-1 from the southpaw, misses inside, ball 1. 2-0 Tornadoes here, bottom of the 4th here at Conisty Field. Still got some daylight, an overcast day here in Greenville. 1-1 from Witcher, swung on and missed again. And Austin way out in front of the 2 pitches that he has swung and missed at. Getting way out in front and leaving that right hand off the bat, coming through with just one hand waving and missing. Now the 1-2 from Bowden is popped straight back towards us and dropping right behind us over here. Had to take a moment and look up to see where that one was about to land. Another 1-2 coming here from Bowden Witcher. Here it is. It's sent foul, just foul down the third base line. And another 1-2 offering coming here in just a moment from Witcher. Austin, the first batter that Bowden has seen. Taking a long look in at Pridmore. And now coming set. Bowden's 1-2. Sent back foul again, and Austin not going to go down without a fight. On deck is Daniel Barcina. Grounded out his first time up. Pablo with a single his first trip. But now on a 1-2 hole. Witcher comes home. Missing high, 2-2. Bob Jones has not gotten the leadoff man on yet. Austin trying to change that here with his second base hit. The line and the kick, the 2-2 is, and all the way into the Bob Jones dugout, a projectile off the end of the bat from Pablo. Heads up in the Bruin dugout. Bowden comes set once again. Now Witcher with another 2-2. Misses inside. Did he hit him? He did. And Austin will take first. Witcher loses him. So chalk that one up to announcer's jinx. Pablo Austin, the first leadoff man to get on base for the Bruins.
Now batting number 12, Daniel Barcina.
So here's Daniel Barcina. Lefty-lefty matchup here with a runner on first and nobody gone here in the bottom of the fourth. Time called now by the home plate umpire.
That's a whole move right there.
Heading back to grab the baseball. Saw that nobody was coming to get it. He said, fine, I'll get it. Austin over there at first having a chat with Colson Miller. And now he takes his lead. Witcher. First pitch to Barcina is going to get away from Pridmore. He corrals it quickly, but will not have a chance at getting Austin at second. He'll move up 90 feet into scoring position. On a wild pitch there from Witcher. Runner on second now with nobody gone here in the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 here from Witcher. Sent softly on the ground. Jennings picks it up, fires over to first for one, and moving up to third will be Pablo Austin. A productive out, as they call it. And we'll have two chances to score Austin from third and get their first run of the ball game, and it'll start with Gabe Swarms, who grounded out his first time. Swarms grounded out to third exactly like Barcina just did, his first time up in the second inning. And now facing the lefty Witcher. First pitch from Bowden. Misses inside, gets away from Pridmore. Austin will come across, and the first run of the ball game has come in for Bob Jones. They've cut the lead in half. It's 2-1, and Witcher struggling to keep that ball off the ground. So now the base is empty for Gabe Swarms with the one away. Austin was hit by a pitch, took second on a wild pitch, moved up on the ground out, and then scored on another wild pitch there. The 1-0 swung on and missed there from Swarms. 2-1 NATO's here. Sun trying to poke out a little bit here in Greenville. The 1-1 is sent over third base side, foul out of the reach of Jennings. Ball and 2 strikes now. Witcher's got good stuff. It's all about staying in the zone for him. One away. Nobody on now after Austin coming across on the wild pitch. Is chopped over to short. Sawyer's got it. Toss on the first is way over the head of Colson Miller. That one will get into the stands. And now another error from Sawyer. And heading to second now will be Gabe Swarms. The second E6 of the evening for the Tornadoes.
Batter is the catcher, number 19.
As the tying run in scoring position for Cody Kirkpatrick, who coincidentally reached on an E6 his first time up. Sawyer's been great at the plate. Drew a walk and a long at-bat his second time up, a single his first time, but not as stellar in the field. First pitch here swung on and missed by Kirkpatrick. He was trying to send that one a long way and give Bob Jones the lead. tying run standing at second base. Witcher takes a look back at him. And now heads of the evening off the home run from Kirkpatrick, and that just shows you what errors will do to you. Just happened, a stream error did occur. A 2-run home run off the bat of Cody Kirkpatrick has made it 3-2 Bob Jones here, and Witcher getting roughed up here in his entrance to the game. Now here's Chad Bain with the bases empty, and all of a sudden Brevard trailing. Witcher misses with ball one there. Another lefty warming up in the pen. Looks like it might be Noah Webb for the Tornadoes. 1-0. Sent on the ground over to Sawyer. He's got another chance, and he cannot field that one. Third error of the afternoon or evening for Logan Sawyer, second of the inning. And nothing going the Tornadoes' way here in the bottom of the fourth.
Bain reaches on an error, bringing up number 2, the left fielder.
So now another runner on, and it'll bring up Zay Brandt. Brandt this could be out of the inning, but Sawyer with 2 errors here in the bottom of the fourth. Witcher heads over to first. In there easily is Bain. Brandt grounded into an unassisted double play. It was a nice play by Davis Bryson. The ball was hit towards Sawyer, who booted that, but Bryson was able to grab it, step on the back, and go to first. Now the pitch from Witcher swung on and missed. Another big hack there from Bob Jones. This time from Zay Brandt, missing there. And Bowden Witcher could really use a ground ball here. That one swung on and missed, and Witcher in the driver's seat 0-2. Tornadoes trailing it now 3-2 after the 2-run blast off the bat of Kirkpatrick, and that was one of those that you could tell was getting out as soon as he hit it. Famero was scrambling to get back, and there was no shot clearing the wall. The 0-2 sent in the air, deep left center field. Famero going after it, coming under it. He'll make the grab for out number 2. Famero had to go a long way to get that one, but is able to get it. And now Witcher an out away from bringing the Tornado bats back up.
Now coming to the plate, number 5, center fielder, leadoff batter Riley Ramsey.
So it'll bring up Riley Ramsey. Ramsey struck out in both of his appearances so far. Runner on first with 2 outs. The lefty Witcher comes with the pitch. That one tipped off the bat on a check swing for strike 1. And we do apologize, folks. The stream has cut in and out a couple of times. Hopefully you haven't missed too much of the action. We've tried and succeeded in getting it up quickly every time that it has gone out. But if it does go out later on in the stream, just know that I'm working a one-man show up here and trying as fast as I can to get that thing back up online so you don't miss any of the action. Witcher comes set, takes a look at the runner on first. And the 0-1 misses high for ball 1. Witcher a little bit all over the place, and then left that one pitch a bit too far in the wheelhouse of Cody Kirkpatrick, and he made him pay, and as a result, the Nados now trail. 1-1 from Witcher. In the dirt, ball 2. On deck will be Cam Lance. If it gets to him, he's 1 for 2. Two 2-1. Way outside. Witcher missing badly with that one all the way to the backstop. Nowhere near where he was trying to get that one. And it's 3-1, and moving up to second now is Chad Bain. 3 balls and a strike, 2 away. And now Mike Victory wants to at least have a chat with the Witcher. Warming up in the bullpen, we thought it might be Noah Webb. Instead, it's Kirby Sandifer, the freshman lefty out of Atlanta, Georgia. And we'll see if Vic lets Witcher keep the ball here. It looks like he will. Just a conversation out there on the mound. And he might be bringing Sandifer in. We will see. It looks like that is going to be the end of the line for Bowden Wisher. He is not able to complete the inning. He gets 2/3 of the inning done, and now coming in will be Kirby Sandifer. Will step aside as he gets his warm-up, tosses in. The freshman lefty trying to pick up the pieces and clean things up here with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. NATO's trailing it 3-2. Back here in just a moment. So back here, middle of the at-bat, Kirby Sandifer will immediately enter in a 3-1 hole here against Riley Ramsey, who has struck out both of his times to the plate, but a chance to get on base here with a runner on second and 2 down. First pitch from Sandifer is in the dirt. It'll be ball 4. And now first and second for Bob Jones, leading 3-2. Eighth batter of the inning coming up for the Bruins, and it'll come in the form of Cam Lance, who is 1 for 2, singled his last time up.
Next batter, number 7, Cam Lance.
Sandifer takes a look back at second. Now comes with the pitch. Misses low, throw back down to second. They've got the runner caught up. Throw over to third. Jennings has it. Throw back over to Bryson. He chases the runner down. It's a run down. And now Jennings is going to apply the tag for out number 3. And the NATOs get a huge break there. Heads up. Throw down to second from Kenny Pridmore. Runner started to go. Chad Bain caught in the rundown there. Jennings able to apply the tag, and Sandifer doesn't even have to record an out to get out of the inning. Bob Jones does push across 3 runs, 2 of them coming off the bat of Cody Kirkpatrick via the home run. NATO's trailing by a run. Back here in just a moment for the top of the 5th.
second base.
Top of the fifth, Henry Wallach back out there now with the lead, and he'll face Davis Bryson to start off the fifth inning, who whacks one over toward the NATO dugout for strike one. Wallach gets a new baseball. Bryson got a single his first trip up back in the third. That one in there for a strike, 0-2. Bryson taps that one, barely able to stay alive. Wallach with 6 strikeouts already through 4 innings of work. Trying to get number 7 here on Bryson. The 0-2 is popped foul down the first base side, out of play. Bryson staying alive here. Jock Pledger on deck. He's 1 for 2. And another 0-2 offering from Wallach. Way outside, 1-2. Tornadoes trailing, although they have out-hit Bob Jones 5-4 in this one. 3 errors by the Tornadoes, all from Logan Sawyer in this one. And now the 1-2 sent over to short. Picking it up, throwing on to first, and getting it there in time is Chad Bain for out number 1, who is 1 for 2. And
Now batting for the Tornadoes, number 20.
only one time in this ballgame have the Tornadoes gotten the leadoff man aboard. Pledger going to try and make something happen here with nobody on and 1 out, trailing by a run. Wallach's first pitch, showing bunt, laying down the bunt, is Jock Pledger, but it rolls foul down the third base side. Pledger, good idea there with the third baseman playing a little bit behind the bag and with his speed, but not able to keep that one fair. The 0-1 sent in the air, left center field, coming up underneath it is Ramsey, and he will make the grab for a quick out number 2. So quick 2 outs here in the fifth for Henry Wallach, who continues to cruise along. Only real trouble that Wallach encountered was back in that third inning, and it could have been worse if they didn't catch Kenny Pridmore stealing at second. Speaking of Pridmore, he's on deck. And here's Logan Sawyer, who takes ball 1. Sawyer has reached base in both his opportunities, 1 for 1. Single and a walk for him as he takes strike 1 there. The 1-1 offering here to Logan is sent left side. Third baseman Swarms has it, throws on to first. A stretch and a catch there from Conley Burke. A quick 1-2-3 inning there from Henry Wallach, and we head to the bottom of the fifth. Bruins coming up holding a 3-2 lead. Back here in just a moment from Conisty Field. Bottom of the fifth, Kirby Sandifer back out there. Technically did not record an out since he came in, they were able to get the runner at second, Kenny Pridmore, starting a rundown that was eventually able to get Chad Bain. And so Kirby going to try and record his first out, and it'll be Cam Lance to start things off, and Kirby starts him off with the ball. Kirby out of Harrison High School, Justin Fields' alma mater. That one missing just outside 2-0. The Harrison Hoyas. Kirby, an Atlanta, Georgia product. Atlanta's got some pretty good baseball. 2-0 here from Sandifer. In the dirt, ball 3, and Sandifer struggling to control his pitches early on. The 3-0 here from Sandifer. Misses in the dirt, and a 4-pitch walk to start off the bottom of the 5th. Lance on base for the second time in this one, a single and a walk on his line. And so here's Conley Burke. Burke walked his first time, grounded out to second last time up. And Sandifer goes over to first easily, and there's Lance. Burke, the first baseman for the Bruins, takes a strike there. First time that Kirby's found the strike zone early on here. Now the 0-1. Misses low, ball 1. It a little bit in his delivery. If he slows things down, might see a little bit more strike zone consistency. The 1-1. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Pridmore nails him. What a throw by Kenny Pridmore. Lance upset with himself. And another big-time play there from Kenny Pridmore behind the dish, looking like Sean Murphy. Pitch from Sandifer. Sent up the middle and into the outfield grass. Sandifer not able to knock that one down, and thankfully, now after the caught stealing, thankful for the caught stealing, following that was a single by Conley Burke, and now Pablo Austin coming to the dish.
Right fielder Pablo Austin.
So Lance essentially replaced there by Conley Burke, and he stands on first base with one away. Sandifer comes set. Now his first pitch to Austin is ripped over the head of Jennings. Coming to it quickly is Famero, rounding second and stopping is Burke. Famero quickly getting the throw into the cutoff man, Sawyer. Or Bryson, rather. A change that we did not realize. Davis Bryson shifted over to shortstop Logan Sawyer, and now at second base. And second single of the afternoon, or once again of the evening. I keep making that mistake for Pablo Austin. First pitch in the dirt there to Daniel Barcina. A lot going on really quickly here. Austin's now reached base all 3 times, 2 hits and a hit by pitch. And the 1-0 to the lefty Barcina in the lefty-lefty matchup. Big hack and a miss there. So Bob Jones now out hitting Brevard 6-5. The 1-1. Swung on and missed once again. And Kirby getting a couple of swing and misses there from Barcina, who has grounded out both times up. Maybe trying to put that thing in the air and overcompensating a little bit too much, and looks like now he wants a new bat. Knob may be coming off the bat a little bit. Well, hopefully those groundouts weren't the fault of the bat, and Sandifer can produce the same result. 1-2 here from Kirby. Swung on and missed. That one's in the dirt. Barcina will not be able to head to first as Austin is there. And a big out, number 2 there for Kirby Sandifer in the form of a strikeout. His first one. And so now here's Gabe. Before that, he grounded out to Hayden Jennings at third. He's at third. Kirby trying to send us to the sixth. 3-2, Bob Jones. First pitch from Sandifer, way outside. Pridmore having to dive to his right to get that one. No. Way low and inside, ball 2. Sandifer does not want to load the bases here because the guy on deck hit a home run his last time up. He's got the leg guards on deck with 2 away, but could see some action here. 2-0, misses low, 3-0, and increasingly likely that Sandifer will have to face Kirkpatrick. Still nobody up in the Tornado pen. Going to let Kirby work through this. And likely taking here is Swarms, the 3-0. Misses inside, another 4-pitch walk for Kirby, and the bases are now loaded for Cody Kirkpatrick. This guy sent one out over the left field wall his last time up, and Sandifer hoping to avoid that here. Second walk of the inning for Sandifer, and now even more crucial that Pridmore was able to get that caught stealing, or else another run would be across right now. 2 away, bases loaded. First pitch from Sandifer in the dirt, ball 1. Sandifer had gotten a lot better about finding the strike zone after that 4-pitch walk to begin the inning, but now all of a sudden can't find it once again. Kirkpatrick ahead 1-0 here, blasted one out his last time. The pitch, breaking ball, just misses, 2-0. Sandifer wanted that one. Two balls, no strikes, 2 away, and the bases loaded. Bob Jones with a 1-run lead, trying to extend it. The 2-0 in the dirt, ball 3. Sandifer has now thrown 7 straight balls. Three balls, no strikes, in danger of walking home a run here. Kirkpatrick will see if he's got the green light. The 3-0 right down Broadway for strike 1, and Sandifer a sigh of relief there. Still some work to do, though, in a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch here is sent on a line over Bryson. He's got it on a hop. Throw on to second to Sawyer. He's got it. Sandifer, a tightrope act, able to get out of the jam, and the Tornadoes still trailing by just a run. Sandifer sends us to the 6th inning. Back here in just a moment from Conisty Field. Nados trailing at 3-2. Back here for the top of the 6th, Nados still trailing by a run. Henry Wallach back out there for his 6th inning. And he'll start it off with Kenny Pridmore. His first pitch is sent on a line and fair down the left field line. Pridmore rounding first. He's got extra bases. Corralling that one in the corner is Brandt, and Kenny Pridmore will have a leadoff 2-bagger there. Pridmore with his second base hit of the ball game. This time, a double. And now, coming into bat for Riley Hokrine will be number 34, Adam Rushing. So Adam going to get his first hacks here in the place of the DH Riley Hokrine. First pitch to Rushing. Swung on and missed there, sporting the yellow sleeve a la Ronald Acuna Jr. And let's see if he can hit like Ronald. The 0-1 here to Adam. Breaking ball, popped foul over towards the first base seats. And now Rushing in an 0-2 hole. At least want to put the bat on the ball and see if you can move Pridmore up 90 feet to third. And the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Rushing set down on strikes. And for out number 1. A big out number 1 there for Wallach.
39, the first baseman, Colson Miller.
7th strikeout of the ball game for Henry Wallach. And that one in the dirt for ball 1 to Colson Miller. Miller reached his last time up with a single. He's 1 for 2. Flew out to right his first time. Kenny Pridmore gets his lead over there at second. Wallach takes a look. Now the pitch. Way inside, ball 2. And for Wallach, you don't want to walk Miller, but maybe not the worst thing if you can set up the double play opportunity. Miller's got other plans, though, wants to drive this thing. The 2-0. Way low, 3-0. And now Wallach in danger of doing just that, walking Colson Miller and allowing 2 of the first 3 Tornado batters on base here in the 6th. Another lefty warming up in the Tornado pen as Colson Miller takes strike 1 there. Looks like Greg Simmons out in the bullpen, another lefty for the Nados. 3-1. On the inside corner, the count brought full now. Miller might have thought he had first base, and instead he's got to stay in there for a payoff pitch from Wallach. Pridmore on second, 1 away, and a full count offering here from Wallach. Is sent on the ground. It'll get through the gap past the diving shortstop. Pridmore will hold at third, and the Tornadoes now with the runners on the corners, and 1 away. Another base hit there for Miller, his second in a row. And as a matter of fact, I believe those might be Colson's first 2 base knocks of the season in those last 2 at-bats. And so here's Peter Fomero. Peter's popped out twice. Could use a big base hit here, and if you're going to put it in the air, at least get it deep enough to score Pridmore and tie the ball game up. First pitch to Peter. Clips the outside part of the zone for strike 1. Last thing you want Fomero to do here is put the ball on the ground. Not the fastest Tornado. A double play is a possibility. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1 there. 3-2 Bob Jones here in the top of the 6th, but the Nados threatening with runners on the corners and 1 away for Fomero, who sits in a 1-1 count. Wallach comes home and is going to hit Fomero to load the bases. Fomero will head over to first base. Miller over to second. Pridmore obviously staying put at third. And now the bases are loaded for Hayden Jennings. Jennings came into the day batting 125, but to be honest with you, Jennings has had some bad luck. He hits the ball hard, and if he can drive one here, we could see it tied up. First pitch way outside, and really only the second time that we've seen Wallach run into any kind of trouble. Back in the 3rd inning, the Tornadoes put up a 2 spot. To this point, those are their only runs of the ball game. Jennings ahead early 1-0. Pitch from Wallach. Misses outside 2-0. And if Wallach can't find the zone, Jennings might not have to do anything. And that run may be able to come across. Jennings, that might have been ball 3 if he took it. Two on here to Hayden. Swung on and fouled back, strike 2, and the count evened up. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away with the bags. Pridmore, Miller around, Famero around to score. Mattern into third. It's an RBI 3-run triple for the Tornadoes. Taylor Mattern had struck out both of his first 2 times up. He sends this one deep into right center field. Pablo Austin trying to reach back and grab it. He cannot. 3 runs come across. It's a bases clearing RBI triple for Taylor Mattern. And just like that, the Tornadoes with a 2-run lead. Pablo Austin made a valiant effort to get to that one. Could not get there. Mattern got a pitch he could drive. Wallach put it right in his wheelhouse. And a deep fly ball to plate, 3 runs. Taylor Mattern with the 3-bagger. And now here's Davis Bryson. First pitch to Davis. Nearly hits him inside for ball 1. And apologies, the stream was having issues once again. It was a Hayden Jennings strikeout with a 1 away, followed by a first pitch swinging RBI triple from Mattern. The 1-0 here to Bryson. He shows bunt, stabs at it, can't get it. And now faking a throw back over to third is Kirkpatrick. Mattern diving back in. The 1-1 to Bryson is fouled off, 1-2. Jock Pleasure on deck if we get that far. Bryson trying to stay alive here with a runner on third. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Wallach gets out of the inning, but the damage is done. Taylor Mattern plating 3 runs with the triple, and the Tornadoes now have the lead once again as we head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-3 Tornadoes. It'll be Greg Simmons out on the mound when we get back here in just a moment from Conisty Field. Don't go anywhere, folks. Tornado baseball.
Leading off for
Back
the
here for the bottom of the sixth, and a new pitcher for the Tornadoes, fourth pitcher of the ball game. It's Greg Simmons, another lefty. Third straight lefty after Farringer, the right-handed starter, went 3 innings. Greg Simmons will face Chad Bain to start things off here in the bottom of the sixth, leading by 2. His first pitch is popped up foul over towards the Bob Jones dugout. Nobody close enough to make a play on that one, and it's 0-1. Simmons, we've seen a few times, mostly in those out-of-conference ball games. And the 0-1 here from Greg is sent on the ground, left side, gloving at Jennings, throw on to first in time for out number 1. A good start there for Greg Simmons. So here's Zay Brandt.
next batter.
Brandt 0 for 2. He flew out to left field his last time up, grounded into a double play. His first time up back in the second inning was a big double play that Davis Bryson had unassisted. And here's Greg's first offering to Brandt. That one nearly hits him. Ball 1. Brandt, the number lineup card, will flick back over to Riley Ramsey, who's 0 for 2. The 1-0. In there for a strike. Another left-handed reliever warming up in the pen for the Tornadoes. That one, maybe Noah Webb. Greg comes set, and his 1-1 offering is a breaking ball that'll hit the dirt for ball 2. And actually, that is not Noah Webb. It's got to be somebody else. Noah Webb holding the gun behind home plate right now. 2-1 from Simmons. Misses ball 3. Three balls and a strike here to Zay Brandt, trying to get on base for the leadoff hitter Ramsey. Now the 3-1. Inside, ball 4. And the Bruins have a runner aboard here with one gone in the bottom of the 6th.
Next batter for the Bruins, the leadoff batter.
5th walk drawn by the Bruins today. And the tying run at the plate in the form of Riley Ramsey, trying to get his first base knock of the night. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a walk. First pitch from Simmons. Misses outside, ball 1. Still don't have a great look on who that is over there in the bullpen. Could be Cesar Rodriguez. 1-0. Sent in the air. Right field, coming up underneath it, Mattern, and he's got it easy can of corn there for number 10, and out number 2. So the hopes in the 6th inning will come down to Cam Lance. Lance 1 for 2, grounded out back in the 5th. And Greg Simmons with a quick 2 outs, trying to send us to inning number 7. Greg goes over to first. Slow throw over there. Back in easily is Brandt. Simmons now ready to work on Lance. His first pitch. Just misses outside, ball 1. Simmons comes set. Now the 1-0. Misses high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, a runner on first and 2 down. And now home plate umpire calling time. gives the courtesy of a timeout to Cam Lance. Now Lance stepping back in here, if nothing else, trying to mess up the rhythm of Simmons. 2-0. Misses high again, 3-0. And now Lance trying to become the tying run on first base. 3 balls and no strikes. Simmons. Comes set, now the pitch. Misses ball 4. And now 2 runners aboard with 2 outs here for the Bruins, trailing by 2. Second walk issued by Greg Simmons. And it'll bring up Conley Burke. He represents the go-ahead run here. And now Rob Julian going to come out and have it. Rob, the associate head coach, the pitching coach for the NATOs. And with 2 down here, trying to help Simmons get out of this one with the lead still intact. Good game here at Conisty Field. Tornadoes leading it by 2. They trailed 3-2 for a little bit after an early 2-0 lead. Bowden Witcher came in the 4th and gave up the lead. They trailed 3-2 up until the top of the 6th. It saw Taylor Mattern 3-run triple. Changed the score up a little bit. NATO's now leading 5-3 as Simmons goes to work on Conley Burke. A little bit of a rhyming game there as that one gets in the dirt. Pridmore knocks it down. The runner on second will head to third. The runner at first, Lance, will stay put. Zay Brandt getting into third now. And it's 1-0 here to Conley Burke. Wild pitch there from Greg Simmons. Runners on the corners now. Go ahead, run at the plate. Conley Burke. And the 1-0 is sent in the air, right field. That one says Lance. He will score. Throw into the cutoff man. And just like Taylor Mattern, it is a big RBI triple for Conley Burke to tie this one right back up. Seventh hit for Bob Jones ties things up at 5 apiece. That one was trouble right off the bat, dropping perfectly in between Jock Pledger and Taylor Mattern. Form of Burke and Pablo Austin, possibly the most dangerous hitter in this lineup with 2 base hits already today, will face Simmons. Greg's first pitch hits the zone for strike 1.
Now batting, number 28, the right fielder, Pablo Austin.
Austin 2 for 2, 2 singles and a hit by pitch in this one. And a base hit here would give Bob Jones the lead once again here in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1 from Simmons is tapped weakly back foul into the net, and now Austin in an 0-2 hole. Simmons a strike away from sending us to the 7th. Austin a base hit away from extending the inning and giving Bob Jones the lead. Simmons comes set, now the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Austin set down on strikes. Greg Simmons, stone cold, gives up the RBI triple to tie the ball game up, but to escape there and keep the ball game where it is at 5 apiece. We head to the 7th. Tornado bats coming up here, tied 5 apiece. Seventh inning action here at Conisty Field here in Greenville, South Carolina. A good one. 5-5 here. Latter portion of the game here in inning number 7. Jock Pledger will lead things off for the Tornadoes the same way he started the game as the leadoff man. And a new pitcher is Jerry Parker for the Bruins, who misses with ball 1 there to start his night. Parker 1-1, 9 appearances for him on the season, an ERA just under 9. 10 strikeouts for him in those 9 appearances. And his 1-0 offering to Pledger misses high again. Not a lot of velocity coming here from Parker, the freshman. And Pledger looking for something he can drive. At least get on base here to start the 7th. The 2-0. Breaking ball drops in there perfectly for strike 1. Jock is 1 for 3, a single sandwich between a strikeout and a fly out to center. Now the 2-1. Misses high again, 3-1. Tornadoes 5 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors. Bob Jones 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. And now the 3-1 coming here from Jerry Parker. Just misses ball 4, and the leadoff man's aboard via the walk. Pledger gets on. And now here's Logan Sawyer. Sawyer 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a ground out to third. Parker taking a look over at first at the speedy Pledger for good reason. His first pitch, showing bunt. Sawyer lays it down. Parker gets to it. Throw on to first is just in time for out number 1, but it will move up Jock Pledger into scoring position. Sacrifice bunt there for Logan Sawyer. And so now here's Kenny Pridmore. Had a double to kickstart that last inning in the 6th. He's got 2 base knocks, an RBI single as well, trying to get his 3rd here. First pitch to Kenny. Takes for a ball. Rain's starting to come down once again here at Conisty Field. Parker rather, steps off. Pledger's a second base bag. Parker trying to keep this game where it's at, but the Tornadoes, with only 1 out, have a man in scoring position here for Pridmore, who has been their most productive hitter this afternoon. Parker takes a couple looks back, now the pitch. Pridmore takes for strike 1. Kenny came into the day batting .263, and that clip moved up. Also scored 3 runs before today, now make that 4. He was one of the guys that came across on that Mattern RBI triple. 1-1 from Parker. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. No, he did not. Home plate umpire looked ready to call it. There was an appeal down to the field umpire, and they ruled that Pridmore did not bring the bat head all the way around, and now Kenny in a hitter's count, 2-1. 5-5 ball game here, top of the 7th. Tornado catcher at the dish. Throw back over to second. Gets away from the second baseman. Jock's going to get to third. And now 90 feet away in a tied ball game here. An ill-advised throw there from Parker. All he had to do was step off. He might have thought he had a chance there at Pledger. Instead, he sails that one past the second baseman, Cam Lance. And the Tornadoes with the golden opportunity here. Pridmore ahead 2-1 with a runner on third and 1 away. If he puts one in the air, this game will no longer be tied. The 2-1. In the dirt. It gets away. Pledger's going to come across. It's 6-5 Nados. Jock Pledger draws the leadoff walk. Gets to second on the sacrifice bunt. Gets to third on the errant pickoff throw. And now comes across on the wild pitch, and it's 3-1 to Kenny Pridmore now with the bases empty. The 3-1. Misses high, ball 4, and Pridmore gets on base. In a 6-5 now ball game. Kenny's third time on. Couple of base knocks now. A walk as well. And so here's Adam rushing. We saw him pinch hit for right. He struck out. And so far from the cleanup spot, nothing but K's. 3 strikeouts, 2 from Hokrine, 1 from rushing. Trying to change that here with Pridmore on first. First pitch from Parker, taken for a ball. And the more that Parker misses, it seems, the smaller the strike zone seems to get from the home plate umpire. Rain still coming down a little bit here. The 1-0 from Parker, sent back foul by rushing. Ball and a strike, 1 away, and Kenny Pridmore on first here in a now 6-5 ball game in favor of the NATOs. Here in the top of the 7th, Jerry Parker giving up that run. Tornadoes trying to get more off. And not able to make the grab. Pridmore was caught up. He's going to head into second, and they will get him with the force out. Pridmore was not ready to go. It looked like he thought that one was going to be caught. Was standing all the way at the first base bag, and a very lucky break there for Bob Jones. Not the greatest base running there from Kenny Pridmore. He's forced down at second. It'll be a really deep single for Adam rushing. And now 2 away for Colson Miller, who's gotten base knocks his last 2 times up. 2 away, runner on first. First pitch to Miller, low and outside for ball 1. And a huge break there for the Bruins. Pridmore really ideally on that one. You want to be halfway between first and second. He was all the way back on the first base bag thinking that one was going to be caught by Brandt. It was not, and then they got the throw in time to force him out at second. The 1-0 clips the inside corner for strike 1. A ball and a strike, 2 away here now on the top of the 7th. The back and forth affair here at Conisty Park. And the 1-1 here from Jerry Parker is driven foul over down the first base side. Now 1-2. Tornadoes leading at 6-5. Hoping to get more here, but 2 away, and now a 2-strike count for Miller. Parker trying to escape with just the 1 run allowed. 1-2 here to Colson Miller. Catcher sets up outside, but Parker misses a spot and misses high, and the count evened up at 2 apiece.
Got a single and they got another
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Colson Miller trying to extend the inning. Jerry Parker trying to end it. The 2-2. Ripped in the air, deep center field, but coming underneath it and making the grab is Ramsey, who falls to his knees, but is able to hang on. Parker gives up the 1 run. Tornadoes leave a man on, and now they lead the ball game 6-5. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Back here in just a moment.
Barcina.
Back here in the bottom of the 7th, following the 7th inning stretch. Tornado Jock Pledger comes across on the wild pitch, and Greg Simmons will be back out there for his 2nd inning of work. A couple of guys loosening up in the pen. We'll see how long Greg's in here, but he starts it off with Daniel Barcina, who waves and misses at the first one from Greg. Barcina 0 for 3. He's grounded out a couple of times and struck out his last time up. 0-1. Swung on and missed way out in front of that one. Not a good pitch to swing at either. And Barcina quickly down 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The lefty Simmons comes set, now fires. Sent up the middle, and that one will get through for a base hit. The tying run is aboard, a leadoff base hit for Barcina. Simmons wasn't able to get his glove down. And a leadoff single for Barcina. Gabe Swarms, he's 0 for 2, grounded out, reached on an error, and then walked last time up. Rain getting a little bit stronger here as we near the end of this one. Bottom of the 7th, NATO's leading it by a run. The go-ahead run at the plate. Gabe Swarms, Simmons. First offering, misses inside for ball 1. Greg got ahead 0-2, but then gave up that single, now behind 1-0. That one misses high. Throwback over to first, and they will get him! Pridmore once again throws behind the runner, gets Barcina out, and Kenny Pridmore is looking like Johnny Bench behind the plate today. My goodness.
People don't know who Johnny Bench is. I do. He was my hero.
Pridmore with another big play and helping out Greg Simmons there. 2 balls, no strikes, and that one clips the outside of the zone for strike 1. A hitter's count now for Gabe Swarms, and the base running on both sides has, at least the base running awareness, has left a lot to be desired from both squads. The 2-1 from Simmons. Breaking ball drops in there beautifully for strike 2.
Okay, so he wouldn't be called caught stealing because he wasn't stealing, right? Picked up. He would be picked up.
And the 2-2 here from Simmons. Swung on and missed. Swarms is sent down on strikes, and all of a sudden 2 away here after what looked like a promising inning for the Bruins. And the 7th inning will now rest on the shoulders of Cody Kirkpatrick.
Catcher, number 19, Cody Kirkpatrick.
Drove in 2 runs with a homer earlier. Other than that, reached on an error and grounded out. And it was a big blast, too, to left field. First pitch there. Greg trying to complete his 2nd inning of relief here and send us to inning number 8. Ahead 0-1 here. Now the southpaw. Throws in a curveball that's fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. Simmons a strike away from sending us to the 8th frame. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. NATO's leading it 6-5 here at Coniston Park. A good one. And the pitch from Simmons. Misses outside, ball 1. And if there's been an MVP for the Tornadoes today, it's got to be Kenny Pridmore, save for the base running mishap moments ago in the top of the inning. He's been phenomenal behind the plate and at the plate. This one drops in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs now to Cody Kirkpatrick, the catcher on the other side. Rain consistently coming down now. Now Simmons wants time and wants to have a word with Kenny Pridmore. Pridmore probably telling him, stop messing around and come here with strike 3 so we can hit again. Looks like number 29, Jacob Frizzell down there in the pen, starting to get moving. Would be a rare right-hander for the Tornadoes, who have thrown out 3 straight lefties. And now the 2-2 from Simmons. Lifted foul down the right field side, and we'll do it once again. 6 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors for the Natos. 5 runs, 7 hits, and an error for Bob Jones. Simmons trying to put the finishing touches on the 7th inning. Here he comes. The 2-2 is ripped over the head of the shortstop Bryson for a 2-out single. A good battle there from Kirkpatrick, and he's got a 2-out base hit. So that'll bring up Chad Bain.
Next batter, number 1, the shortstop, Chad Bain.
Bain 1 for 3, singled in his first trip up back in the 2nd inning. Since then, reached on an error and grounded out to 3rd. Simmons going to have to try and retire somebody else here after the 2-out single. That one sent in the air to left. Famero's got it on a hop. Back-to-back 2-out singles and an ambush there from Bain. He represents the go-ahead run over there on first, and we'll see how much longer Coach Victory lets Simmons go, as he'll face the bottom of the order here. Zay Brandt, the number 9 hitter. Brandt 0 for 2, grounded into a double play and flew out to left. Walked last time. And the tying run now standing at second base. Simmons got a lock in here. First pitch from Greg. Breaking ball, gets in there for strike 1. Greg comes home with the 0-1. Breaking ball just misses, nearly the same spot as the first one. Ball and a strike here to Brandt. Tie the ball game up or give him the lead maybe with one swing of the bat. The 1-1. In the dirt. Ball 2, but nobody going anywhere. Pridmore able to knock that one down. Now 2 balls and a strike. You don't want to walk a guy and load the bases here. Frizzell getting ready. Tried to frame it. Umpire not going for it. 3 balls and a strike. Simmons trying to finish off this 7th inning. Got 2 quick outs and then back-to-back singles now in a 3-1 hole. The pitch is popped straight back foul. And we'll have a payoff pitch here in just a moment. Runners on first and second here, 2 away in the bottom of the 7th, a 1-run ball game. Natos leading at 6-5. Zay Brandt at the plate with a full count. Simmons comes set. The payoff pitch from the lefty. Runners go. That one sent foul down the third base line on the ground. And we'll have another one coming here. Both runners should be taken off this time. Chad Bain did not run on that one. Full count, 2 outs. You got to be going here. And a base hit could plate the go-ahead run as Simmons steps off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Simmons. Another payoff delivery here. That one fouled off again over to the Bob Jones dugout. And once again, Bain not running at first base.
What's going on in the game? Good land.
And again, back to that base running awareness from both sides. Bain not going even though it's a full count. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, a crucial moment. We'll see if he goes this time. It's his 3rd chance. And the pitch. He does go. That one misses somewhere. Simmons wanted it. Me personally, I wanted it too. Bob Jones did not, and it is ball 4. The home plate umpire might have just gifted Bob Jones another chance. So Simmons with a walk there, and head coach Mike Victory is going to come get him, it looks like. Bases are loaded. Simmons got a quick 2 outs here. Looked like he should have had strike 3 there to finish it off. Instead, it is a walk on the full count, and now it'll be Jacob Frizzell, I believe, coming in to get this final out in the 7th and then possibly beyond. Simmons not happy that he did not get that call, looked in disbelief, but as it stands, Bob Jones has the bases loaded with 2 outs, and possibly the best opportunity they're going to have the rest of the way. Head coach Mike Victory will trot over to the dugout. Jacob Brazell will take his warm-up pitches, and we will step aside. Back here in just a moment. A good one here at Conisty Park. 6-5 NATO's lead it, but the Bruins are threatening. Back here in just a moment. Well, all right, here you go. You wanted some good baseball, you've got it here. Not the cleanest game, but a very exciting one. NATO's leading at 6-5, and now Jacob Brazell coming in to pitch for the NATO's. Bases loaded with 2 outs, and he'll face the leadoff man, Riley Ramsey, with a 1-run lead. First pitch from Brazell misses outside for ball 1. Tying run on third, go-ahead run at second, and then right behind both of them is Zay Brandt at first base after the walk just a moment ago. 1-0 from Brazell, swung on and missed. Brazell bringing the heat there. Ramsey not able to get around on it. Brazell has been one of the more effective relievers for the Tornadoes this season. Now trying to clean up this mess. The 1-1 just misses for ball 2. Bit of a tight strike zone on both sides at times tonight. Now a hitter's count for Riley Ramsey. This is 0 for 3. Trying to get his first knock. The 2-1. Misses outside, 3-1, and Brazell's got to bring it in if he doesn't want to walk home the tying run. Brazell comes set. The righty's 3-1. Is sent on the ground. It is knocked down, Bryson. 1 run will come across. Bryson is able to corral it. Or Sawyer, rather. No, Logan Sawyer, the second baseman. Correction. Is able to knock that one down. A heck of a dive. If he didn't knock that one down, Bob Jones has the lead. Instead, we are tied up. An infield hit for Riley Ramsey. Able to catch up there. And we're tied up once again at 6 apiece. Now here's Cam Lance, who has walked in each of his last 2 trips. Bases still loaded. Still 2 outs. First pitch from Brazell on the outside corner for strike 1, and Brazell is humming it in there right now. Surprised Ramsey was able to get to that one on the 3-1 pitch. Brazell kind of had to go more over the plate in that count. But a great stop by Sawyer. Now the 0-1. Misses outside, ball 1. Sawyer knocked that one down, wanted the flip to second. Could not get it, didn't have enough time. And the tying run comes across. We're tied up at 6 apiece. 1-1 from Jacob. Is sent in the air, center field, coming under it, Jock Pledger, and Jock will make the grab for out number 3. Bob Jones knots it back up once again off the infield single from Riley Ramsey, and we head to inning number 8, tied up at 6 apiece, and for the Tornadoes, it'll be Peter Famero to lead things off when we get back. 6-6 here as we head to the 8th at Conisty Park. Tornadoes and Bruins in a dogfight. Top of the 8th. Things all knotted up, 6 apiece. And Jerry Parker comes back out for his second inning of relief after 6 strong innings from Henry Wallach. Gave up 5 runs, and here's Peter Famero. First pitch to him is in the dirt. Parker doesn't come in with a lot of velocity, and of 1-0, taken for a strike by Peter. 6 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors for the Tornadoes. 6 runs, 9 hits, and an error for the Bruins. The 1-1 here to Famero, way inside ball 2. Famero getting out of the way of that one. And now in a hitter's count, 2-1. Famero popped out twice and was hit by a pitch. 2-1 delivery. Awkward swing there. 2-2. Famero wasn't sure if he wanted to go around on that or not. He did go around but did not follow through. Now it reaches the mid. It's 2-2. The wind, the kick, and the pitch. That one is swung on and missed in the dirt. The catcher, Kirkpatrick, has it, throws on to first in time, and Famero is retired for out number 1 here in the 8th.
Is that just like a strikeout?
Strikeout, yeah.
So how do they, if it's a strikeout?
That's the 10th strikeout of the day for the Tornado batters, and now here's Hayden Jennings, who has 2 of them. 0 for 3 for Jennings. First pitch to him. Misses for a ball. And one thing for Parker, he's gotten behind in some of these counts, but has been able to bounce back for the most part. Now the 1-0 to Jennings is going to hit him. A hit by pitch there, and the Nados have the go-ahead run aboard now with 1 away. Jennings will go over to first. So the second hit by pitch of the day by a Bruin pitcher. And now with a runner on first, here's Taylor Mattern, who has possibly the biggest hit of the ball game for the Tornadoes, a 3-run triple a couple of innings ago back in the 6th. They gave the Nados a 5-3 lead. Bob Jones came back to tie it up 5 apiece. Nados then took a 6-5 lead, and as you can see, Bob Jones once again was able to get things back even again. Jennings on first. First pitch to Mattern. Low for ball 1.
Batting, Taylor Mattern, number 10.
Taylor, 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts back in the 3rd and the 4th, but then that RBI triple in the 6th. And an opportunity here with a runner on and 1 away. Davis Bryson on deck, and the 1-0. Swung on and missed. And the count, even at 1 apiece here. Jerry Parker taking a look over at Jennings. Not much of a steal threat. Now the pitch. In the dirt. It's going to get away from Kirkpatrick, and Hayden Jennings will move up 90 feet into scoring position. It'll be a wild pitch from Jerry Parker. And now a hitter's count for Mattern. 2 balls and a strike. 6-6 ball game here, top of the 8th. We'll likely see Jacob Frizzell on the mound again for the Tornadoes, at least in the bottom of the 8th. Now the 2-1 to Mattern is sent back foul, and the count even at 2 apiece. Mattern trying to avoid going down on strikes for the 3rd time. You at least want to get a productive out here if you got to get out and move Jennings up to 3rd, although a base hit may score him either way from 2nd, depending on what kind of jump Hayden gets. Here's Parker's 2-2. In the dirt, ball 3. Count loaded up here in the top of the 8th. Mattern from the right side, trying to collect his second base knock of the game and get another go-ahead base hit. The payoff pitch from Parker. Misses for ball 4. Mattern will head over to first. And the Nados now with 2 on and 1 out for Davis Bryson. Bryson is 1 for 3. He singled his first time up. Since then, in 2 trips, a ground out and a strikeout. Looking to make it 2 for 4 here. Bryson has done a lot of good things here in this one. A good defense from him as well. Started off at second base, shifted over to short, and now in the batter's box. Swinging at the first pitch, sending it straight back over towards us for strike 1. Bryson aggressive there. First pitch swinging on Parker, who's been a little bit wild. Parker trying to get out of this one unscathed with 1 away and 2 on. Jennings and Matter and the 2 aboard. This one sent in the air, right field. Austin coming on, and this one will be caught. Over the shoulder grab there by Cam Lance. That would have been trouble if he couldn't have got to it. He is able to grab it for out number 2, and Jerry Parker could get out of this inning here. Pump out to second there for Bryson, and it'll come down to Jock Pledger. Pledger 1 for 3. He struck out in the first, singled back in the third, flew out to center in the 5th, and then walked his last time up in the 7th inning. Runners will be going on contact. First pitch to Jock. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Ball 1.
Jock Pledger, center field.
Jock, one of his final Tornado baseball games, perhaps, a senior. Trying to have his moment. The 1-0. In the dirt. Jennings will stay put, so will Matter, and of course, with nowhere to go, and it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Logan Sawyer on deck if it gets to him. Pledger ahead in the count, 2-0 here on Jerry Parker. See if he tries to fit something in. The 2-0 misses outside, 3-0. And Pledger trying to get on board and load the bases for Sawyer. Three balls and no strikes. Rain continues to come down, and that one nearly hits him. May have clipped him a little bit. Either way, it's ball 4, and the bases are now loaded for Logan Sawyer, the biggest spot of the ball game to this point. Second straight walk drawn by Jock Pledger. And now Jerry Parker going to talk things over with Cody Kirkpatrick, his catcher, over on the hill. Sawyer 1 for 2. He's singled, he's walked, he's grounded out, and last time up laid down a sacrifice bunt. 2 away, nowhere to put him. But 6 apiece. Kenny Pridmore on deck if it gets to him. Parker wants a new ball, and we'll see what Logan Sawyer can do. A base hit likely scores at least 2. And the first pitch from Parker in the dirt, ball 1, and Parker's got to find the zone pretty quickly here. Tornado dugout brewing with excitement. Bob sitting with bated breath in theirs. The 1-0. Sawyer takes outside, 2-0. Close pitch, but not able to get the strike call there, and Sawyer ahead here 2-0. No reason to swing until you're given a reason. The 2-0 in there for strike 1, and now may see Sawyer get after it here. Nobody up in the pen, which means we will see Jacob Frizzell in the bottom of the 8th, regardless of what happens here with Sawyer. The 2-1. Ripped in the air center field, but going back on it, Ramsey, he's got it for out number 3. Sawyer got a good piece of that one, but hit it right at somebody. We stay tied, and we head to the bottom of the 8th here at Conisty Park. Back here in just a moment. Bottom of the 8th, things all tied up here, 6 apiece. Back in just a moment. Bottom of the 8th here at Conisty Park. Conley Burke to start things off here against Jacob Frizzell, who misses high with his first pitch of the 8th. 6-6 ball game. Both gets the outside corner, maybe thanks to the frame job there by Pridmore. Count even at 1 apiece. That one looked a little bit outside. Pridmore able to pull it back in quickly. Now the 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Two balls and a strike here to the Bruin first baseman. Now the pitch. Missing high once again, 3-1. And Frizzell in danger of putting the go-ahead run on board here with no outs in the bottom of the 8th. The 3-1. Misses, ball 4. And just like that, the go-ahead run is standing on first base. Conley Burke draws his second walk of the game. Burke's had a really good night. 2 walks, an RBI triple and a single, as well as a ground out. And here's Pablo Austin. 2 for 3. 2 for 3, a couple of singles and a strikeout mixed with a hit by pitch. And the first pitch from Frizzell. Lifted in the air, center field, retreating back Pledger. He's underneath it, and he's got it for a out. Out number 1 here for Frizzell and the Nados. They can breathe a little bit easier, but by no means out of the woods yet. So here's Daniel Barcina. Singled his last time up. Before that, he was 0 for 3 with a couple of groundouts and a strikeout. Now 1 for 4. First pitch from Frizzell. Misses for a ball. Bob Jones dugout getting fired up here. 1-0 from Frizzell. Misses, ball 2. And with every ball that Jacob Frizzell throws, the louder the Bob Jones dugout gets. The 2-0. Misses way outside, gets to the backstop, and Conley Burke will make his way up to second. 3 balls and no strikes. A wild pitch there from Frizzell. And now time called. Mike Victory wants to at least talk things over here with Frizzell. And it looks like just a conversation being had at the mound with Mike Victory. And no, that's going to be it for Jacob Frizzell. It looks like Jerry Parker is going to come into bat for Daniel Barcina. He's going to try and help his own cause here as a new pitcher is coming in for the Tornadoes. It looks like another lefty, and it might be Noah Webb. We'll look here in just a moment. Frizzell records 2 outs, only faces a handful of batters, and now he will bow out here with 1 away in the bottom of the 8th and a runner in scoring position. It'll be Jerry Parker to bat here against, I believe, Webb. Yes, Noah Webb, the new pitcher, the left-hander, the 4th left-hander that the Tornadoes have employed in this one, and we will step aside for just a moment. In a 3-0 count, Jerry Parker will step in here in just a moment. Back here in just a minute from Conisty Park, Nados and Bruins deadlocked at 6, with the Bruins threatening. So back here in the bottom of the 8th, the big spot here comes in mid-at-bat in a 3-0 count. And possibly the Bruins think they're going to get a walk here and want to use Jerry Parker to run out there. Noah Webb, the new pitcher, also coming in mid-count at 3-0 in a bad hole to start things off. And his first pitch will be in there for strike one. Three balls and a strike here now to Jerry Parker now. And the pitch is sent on the ground through the left side. Famero has it. Holding at third will be Conley Burke. And the go-ahead run will not come across, at least yet. And Bob Jones fired up. Jerry Parker getting a base knock there through the left side. Their 10th base hit of the evening. And that is how Noah Webb will be greeted in this one.
Now batting number 26, third baseman, Gabe Swarms.
So here's Gabe Swarms. Swarms 0 for 3, a walk as well as a strikeout, a ground out, and then reached on an error. And Noah Webb could really use a ground ball here with runners on the corners and just one out in a 6-6 game. Everyone that's joined us tonight, you've been treated, at least audibly, to a really good baseball game here between the Bruins and the Tornadoes. Bruins threatening to take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Webb's 1-0. Misses the zone, ball 2. It was a good pitch. Could have been called a strike. It was not. And now Swarms ahead 2-0 here. Webb, not a guy that's going to overpower you, similar to Parker. Not a lot of velocity, but will make you put the ball in play and will let his defense work. The 2-0 misses again, 3-0. And to be honest with you, I might would have left Frizzell in there to work a little bit longer before pulling the trigger and bringing in Webb, especially mid-at-bat. Sort of a weird situation to be brought into. And now the 3-0 is sent back up the middle. It's a base hit. Bob Jones has the there from Gabe Swarms. And it's 7-6 Bob Jones. Runners now on first and second. The green light there for Gabe Swarms. And once again, Bob Jones with the lead. First pitch from Webb here is swung on and swung on late. Fouled off over towards the Tornado dugout here by Cody Kirkpatrick, who has a couple of base hits, one of them a home run. Home run and a single mixed into the ground out, and then he reached on an error. Runners on first and second, still only one away in a 7-6 ball game now. Noah Webb on the hill. The run charged to Jacob Frizzell. That one misses outside, ball 1. Noah Webb struggling to find the zone right now, and when he does, it's getting hit. 1-1, by the way, rather. And that one way outside in the dirt. Pridmore has to leap out for that one. Nobody is going to move up, and it's 2-1 now. Pridmore coming out towards the infield grass before throwing that one to Webb. Maybe saying something to him, trying to calm him down. Webb, big pitch here. 2 balls and a strike. The lefty deals and misses outside, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Noah Webb in danger of loading the bases here. 5th batter of the inning for the Bruins, and the 3-1. Sent foul down the right side, and the count runs full. (7-6) Bruins now. A really good game here. Bruins breaking through to take the lead once again here in the bottom of the 8th. Tornadoes will have one more chance. Now we'll come into the 9th trailing. And the payoff pitch from Webb is sent in the air to right field, coming on. That one will drop. Throwing now to second. That Mattern let it drop. And now the bases are loaded with one away. It was hard to tell whether Taylor was going to be able to come on and make that play. Might have needed to dive, but if you dive there and miss it, this game really breaks open. And so now here's Chad Bain after a third straight single by the Bruins. Bain singled his last time up, and the first pitch to him is going to miss for a ball in the dirt. Webb's got to throw strikes here. You don't want to walk in another run. Infield, Jennings. That one missing outside. Jennings and Colson Miller both playing in. That one missing 2-0. Webb's got to control it here. The 2-0. Swung on and missed. Big hack there from Chad Bain. He was trying to put an exclamation point on this one. Two balls and a strike here. Webb comes set, now the pitch. Misses outside, 3-1, and Noah Webb's in danger of walking another run home. Three balls and a strike here, one away, and the pitch. Popped back foul, and another full count here for Webb. Webb desperately trying to record an out here, at least an out. Still only one away here in the bottom of the eighth. Bob Jones only leading by a run as it stands, but a chance to add on some more here with the bases loaded and a full count with one away. Another payoff pitch from Webb. Misses outside, ball four. Another run is across. It's 8-6, Bob Jones. Noah Webb ride this one out. Not sure he has a whole lot of arms left available.
Now batting the left fielder, number 2, Zay Brandt.
So 4 straight Bruins have gotten aboard. 3 singles and then a walk there from Bain. And now here's Zay Brandt, who has walked in each of his last 2 at-bats. With still only one away, the corner's still in on the infield. First pitch. Breaking ball misses way outside for ball 1. And Noah Webb has got to find the strike zone. Ball, no strikes here. Pitch from Webb. In the dirt, ball 2. My goodness. Two balls, no strikes. Webb. The pitch. Gets it in there for strike 1. And Webb's, it's a continuous pattern. He gets behind in the count, works his way back, and then can't finish it off on a payoff pitch, 3-1 pitch, whatever it may be. And he's got to keep this game within reach for the NATOs. The pitch. In there for strike 2, and the count evened up. Two balls, 2 strikes here in an 8-6 ball game. Webb comes set, kicks, and fires. Fouled off the mitt of Pridmore. Punches his mitt, knowing he could have had out number 2 if he hung on to that one, but a tough one to hang on to there. And now another 2-2 is sent on the ground to short, to second for 1, on to first, not in time. Across for Bob Jones, they'll give up an out for a run. And so it'll be a fielder's choice now. Runners on the corners with a 3-run lead for Bob Jones. So 9 runs on 12 hits and an error for Bob Jones. 6 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors for the NATOs. 2 away, and now this one ripped foul into the seats down the right side. Strike one here to Riley Ramsey. Ramsey 1 for 4, but that one hit was an infield single that tied it up last inning. This one misses way outside, ball one.
Now batting number 5, Riley Ramsey, center fielder.
Ball and a strike here, Webb. The pitch. Breaking ball misses outside once again, and he just has no control of that pitch right now, folks. And since then, back-to-back knocks.
Now batting number 7, the second baseman, Cam.
And so here's Cam Lance. Ninth bat, 1 for 3, and he takes a ball. That breaking ball actually looked like it hit the zone, but according to the home plate umpire, it did not, and now Bob Jones has a batter ahead in the count with 2 on and now up 4 all of a sudden. The 1-0 in there for strike one. And when you look back on this game, think back to Jacob Brazell getting taken out a little bit early, but that could be to preserve his arm for the Greensboro series this weekend. The 1-1 is sent on the ground over towards Jennings. He gloves it. He'll take it to the bag for out number 3. But Bob Jones plates 4 runs to go up 10-6. They seek their 4th victory of the season. They are 3 outs away from it here, leading 10-6 as we head to the top of the 9th. And last chance for the Tornadoes, going to try and work some 9th inning magic here. Back in just a moment here from Conisty Field. Back here at Conisty Park for the Nados, and it'll get started off here with Kenny Pridmore.
Number 41,
Kenny, 2 for 3, grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up since then. RBI single, a double, and then a walk. Needs to get on base here with the Nados down 4. First pitch to Kenny, misses for a ball. Plane flying overhead here at Conisty Park. The 1-0. Pridmore taking all the way. That one drops in there for strike one. One offering is in there for strike two. Jerry Parker finding the zone, and now Pridmore down 1-2. Trying to get something going here in the 9th after allowing 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Pridmore takes high. Ball 2. Pridmore, maybe the Nado's most productive hitter this evening, trying to get aboard here. The 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air. Left center field. Ramsey comes under it. He's got it for out number 1. Pridmore sent that one a long way, but the outfield plenty big enough to hold that one in. And now Bob Jones 2 outs away from victory here.
34. Yes, sir.
Batter Adam Rushing.
So now here's Adam Rushing. He struck out and singled. First pitch to him. Misses for ball 1. Tornadoes running out of time quickly. And the 1-0 here to Rushing. Finds the outside corner for strike one. For everyone, once again, that's joined here tonight, it's been a pleasure getting to do a road radio broadcast as Rushing fouls one back for strike two. Very unique experience. Our first road call that we maybe ever, but definitely in a long time here, albeit of the radio variety. It's been fun. The 1-2 here to Rushing. He tries to lean into it and misses for ball two. Jerry Parker has come in. This is his third inning. Has just allowed the one run back in the seventh. Now it's 2-2 to Rushing. Swung on and missed strike three. And the Nados are down to their final out. Parker trying to finish this one off. 2 away, nobody on here. Nados trailing by 4 here on the top of the ninth. First pitch to Miller. Misses outside, ball one. It would take something really crazy for this game to change. It's looking like it's going to be a Bob Jones victory. The 1-0. It was tied 6-6. Then a 4-run eighth by the Bruins is what's made the difference, as that one gets underneath the legs of the catcher Kirkpatrick and rolls all the way to the backstop, making it 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Pitch from Parker is sent through the left side gap. Tornadoes will at least live to see another batter. Colson Miller with his third base hit of the ball game. And so now it'll be up to Peter Famero to keep the line moving. He's 0 for 3. He struck out his last time. He's popped out twice and has also been hit by a pitch. And now it's going to be a pinch runner for the Tornadoes. Looks like number 49, Christian Riley, the sophomore out of Hendersonville, North Carolina, West Henderson High School. West Henderson High School, also the alma mater of Zach Allison, the normal Tornado right fielder. Not playing in this one today, though. And the first pitch to Peter. Taken for a strike. If Peter gets on, it'll be Jennings after him. And then we'll see from that point. Time called by Famero now at the last second. Maybe trying to get Parker thinking a little bit. Bob Jones, 3-25 coming into today, looking for victory number 4 here against the Tornadoes. That one misses outside, ball one, and for what it's worth, it is not the Tornado lineup that we usually see. I have a feeling that the everyday Tornadoes might have scored a few more runs in this one. Guys like Blake Burchett, Frankie Vasquez, but albeit the Tornadoes did provide an entertaining game here today. Some guys we haven't seen as much of as that one is in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Here to Peter Famero. The pitch. Misses low and outside, ball 3. Bob Jones ready to celebrate. Still got to get that crucial third out in the ninth, but a big cushion for them, leading 10-6. 3-1 count in favor of Famero, and now the pitch. Misses for ball 4. That one looked right down the pipe. Home plate umpire says otherwise, and now it's first and second with 2 outs, and Hayden Jennings coming to the dish here. So the inning started off with a fly out to center by Pridmore, a strikeout by Rushing. Since then, a single by Colson Miller, and then the walk just then from Famero. 10-6 ball game, top of the ninth, 2 away, 2 on. And Hayden Jennings trying to keep things going. Jerry Parker trying to slam the door shut. First pitch to Jennings. In there for strike one. No balls and a strike here. Parker ahead on Jennings, who is 0 for 3 in this one with a couple of Ks. That one misses low and outside for ball one. On deck is Taylor Mattern if it can get to him. Ball and a strike. This one sent through the left side for a base hit. Riley coming around third. Throw will keep him at third. He thought about going. Instead hits the brakes. Didn't want to be the final out at home. And now the bases are loaded for the Tornadoes after the Jennings base hit. A quick start to the inning for Parker. But now the Tornadoes have the tying run at the plate. Believe it or not, Taylor Mattern. Mattern, 1 for 3. A couple of strikeouts, an RBI triple, and a walk. First pitch to Mattern. In there for strike one, similar to the Jennings at-bat. Parker getting ahead early. On deck is Davis Bryson, if it gets to him. The 0-1 to Mattern. In the dirt, that one skips. Riley coming home, toss to the plate. He is out! Christian Riley makes the final out of the plate. A bit of a boneheaded decision there by Riley, and that will finish this one off. Tornadoes falling 10-6 in this one. More of like the Tornado reserves in a way. Falling in this one 10-6. Bob Jones explodes for a 4-run 8th inning. And that makes the difference in this one. 10-6, Bob Jones getting the victory. We'll be back here in just a moment for this one. Tornadoes falling 10-6. Bob Jones picks up victory number 4 here late in the season. Tornadoes falling to 20-16. Back in just a moment. Back here once again, Bob Jones getting the victory 10-6 in this one over the Tornadoes. For the Nados, Kenny Pridmore 2 for 4 with an RBI single. In this one, Colson Miller had 3 hits, 3 for 5, and also 1 for 3 with an RBI triple. Andy Farringer got the start after that. It was a flurry of lefties for the Tornadoes. Bowden Witcher came in, got roughed up a little bit. After that, it was Kirby Sandifer. After that, it was Greg Simmons. So 3 straight lefties following the right-handed starter. Then it went over to Jacob Frizzell, who was brought out in favor of another lefty, Noah Webb, who gave up the big inning there, although at least one of the runs that Noah gave up was charged to Jacob Frizzell as it was his runner. Got to see some guys today that we normally don't get to see for the Tornadoes. Guys like Jock Pledger is a fan favorite. Colson Miller, Peter Famero, guys like that, all getting some action today. And all in all, a good day's work for the Brevard College Tornadoes despite the loss. For Bob Jones, Riley Ramsey was 2 for 5, including a game-tying RBI infield single and another RBI single in the 8th. Conley Burke was 2 for 3, as well as 2 walks. He had an RBI triple similar to Taylor Mattern. And then Cody Kirkpatrick, the catcher for Bob Jones, 3 for 5 with a dinger. That made a huge difference. And pitching, Jerry Parker came in and gave Bob Jones 3 innings of really solid relief. Had a little bit of a scare there at the end, but Christian Riley trying to get greedy and go home on a ball that got in the dirt, and who applied the tag for the final out of the ball game. Final stat lines for Bob Jones: 10 runs, 13 hits on an error. For the Tornadoes, 6 runs on 11 hits and 3 errors. Falling 10-6 in this one. One more series to go in regular season play against the Greensboro College Pride this weekend. A 3-game set at Gil Cone Field. Tornado fans, be sure to tune in to that series. It is very critical as the Tornadoes look to make some noise in the postseason in the USA South Conference. 10-6, Bob Jones Bruins getting the victory in this one. Until next time, I am Brady Penn signing off. Let's go, Nados.